Hi guys, welcome to the flight this evening as we are with the 737ZiboMod, the latest update. We'll be flying with Iberia in the old livery as we take a flight from Marseille down to Barcelona, Prat. So it should be a really nice flight. And for flight level 250, we're coming with the ILS Yankee to the arrival, which is going to be on 25 right. Should be a really nice flight. Got the Orthos in, X-Enviro, using packs, Reshade, you name it, we've got it. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave your comments down below. Any tricky approaches, be sure to check it out. So let's get into the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our pre-flight procedures. Okay, so we'll try and get the checklist done quite quick today. So got the parking brake, which is set. We can go overhead now. We can get the battery on and guarded, standby power is guarded, and ground power is on, which is also checked. We get a left pump in, get the APU all started up. Go to bat and ground power. We'll go overhead. We get the IRS's aligned, put them to nav, which are checked. We can go and check the flaps. We can check the flight recorder. We can also check the speed warning. And we'll get the stalls done once we are all ready to go. So we get the APU all ready, which is all set and checked. From there we've got the position lights, which can go on, which are set. We can get the logo, which is not needed. Cabin lights can be set. Emergency exit lights can be armed. Put no smoking and fasten seatbelts on, which are checked. Window heats can be set now as we get them all ready to go. So from window heats, get the trim air on with the packs. We've got the isolation valve, which is open. The APU bleed can go on, which is set. So from there we can go down and get our power lights, which are all set as we light the aircraft up today. Go down into the FMC, get our nav panel lights on. Got the overheads, which can go on as well now, which are all set. So as we go into the FMC now, we go and get our positioning, which is going to be Lima Foxtrot Mike Lima. Okay, so from the left GPS, we'll whack that in. Go down to our route, we've got Lima Echo Bravo Lima, which is going to be down for Barcelona. We are going to be leaving out for 31 right. On the departure SID, we are leaving for main 6 November, which is set. From the main 6, we're then going to go to the uniform Mike 984, which is going to take us to Bisba. From Bisba, that's going to be the start of our arrival for the Bisba 1 Zulu. So there's the Bisba 1 Zulu. We're coming for the ILS Yankee at 25 right. And we're going to transition off. Coming in for the transition now. We can see once we come to Salela for the 11535, which is our initial approach fix, max flight of 100. Then I come to the 247 and it'll be the Clee 1 Whiskey. So we're going for the Clee 1 Whiskey, which will be our transition, which will be set. Put that into the route, we can activate that up now. We'll go down into our perf, we'll get all of our perf set. On the reserves we have got for our payload, which was 78559, so we've got 1.9 on the reserves. Cost index is going to be for us a 15 on flight level 250. ICE is going to be 266039. That's going to give us down minus 24. Okay, so all for around 1 minute, full takeoff. Go takeoff 1, got flaps 5. All for our winds leaving out today, we've got 210 at 12. Which is set. 1000 feet for throttle. As we cut back, so 1000 acceleration height. And that's the engine acceleration height as well. So that's all set for us there. We go in as we've got our V speeds 135, 137 and 147. So seeing as we are travelling a little bit lighter today, what we can do is we can go into our in-run limit. We'll take takeoff 1, we'll go in and reset our speeds, which is going to be 137, 138 and 1474 V2. So we'll go for 147 in. 147, which is set, leaving the runway heading, is going to be 312. Okay, 312, which is set, 25 degrees bank. Flight directors can now go on. Go overhead now, we get the packs which are on and set. Your damper is checked. Get the packs, everything is all on. Engine bleeds can go off. We're going forward to 50. Elevation down on the runway is going to be 14, so we'll leave that at 0 as well. Anti-collision light can now go on. We can get all of our pumps on as well, as we are all set to go. Gens on as well. Leaving out, we've got 312. And once we leave out on our departure route, we are going to basically follow the runway heading as we come round for the 6 mains. 312, which we've got set, and then we're going to make that right hand turn onto the 193, which will be the 1173. Okay, which is set. We'll put 193 in, which is also set and checked. Backtracking inbound, and then we'll go to TEG, and then there is mains 312. When we leave out, we've got to be about 3,500 feet, max 210 until we get to the VOR. So we've got the VOR in, which is also set. Over here we are all good to go. Also brake can go to RTO. Also throttle can be armed. We can get the LNAV on, which is pre-armed as well. Electric hydraulics can now come on, as we are going to get set to leave. And we are all ready to go. We're not going to push back or anything, as we can just go straight off the block. So before we start check, it's got the auto throttle, which is armed, which is checked. We've got our left, right, centre fuel pumps. We've got the left and right pumps on, which are also checked. We have nothing in the centre. Electric hydraulic pumps, which are on and checked. Anti-collision light, which is on and checked. Parking brake is set. Ground equipment is checked, and engine area will now be clear. So we are now all ready to go. So what we can do is we'll bring the controls over, and then we'll get the engines all ready to go. Okay, so what we can do is we get the packs off now, which are checked, as we've got the engines to both, and what we'll do is we'll go for engine number 2. So we can see start valves open. We can see that N2 is increasing, all pressure etc. will come to life as per. 25% N2 will inject fuel, and then we'll watch EGT start to increase. Okay, so engine number 2 now has come over, so we'll go for engine number 1. You can see EGT now is starting to stabilise, as we've got start valve for engine number 1 now open. N2 is increasing, 25% will inject fuel, and then EGT will start to increase. So engine number 2 now is started, so we can go overhead. We'll go to our before taxi checklist. Generators 1 and 2, which can go over, which are set. We'll go to TR1 and Gen 1, which is also set and checked. Probe heats can now go on, which are checked. Packs can now go to auto. Isolation valve can go to auto. Engine bleeds can come on with APU bleed that can go off. We turn APU off as well, which is also set and checked. Engine start switches can go to continuous, which are also set. Elevator trim coming down. We get the trim as we leave, 23.3. Okay, which is going to go as 5.25. Okay, which is also set and checked. Leaving out 147V2, 1384 rotate. Go down to the TCAS now. We can put that to TA, which is also set and checked. We can get on our terrain if we really want to, as we haven't got no ground crew near us. Flaps 5, which can go down. recall, which is clear and checked. And we are ready for taxi. Lower display unit can go off as well, which is set. Taxi lights on, runway turn offs as required. So we are now all ready. Let's get the reserve gauge all set, we'll get the QNHs in, and then we'll get ready to leave. Okay, so that's all set. QNH is 1014. Okay, 1014, which is set. First officer panel can go on. 1014, which is also set and checked. So we are now all ready to go. All we have to do pretty much is just put on the taxis, which are checked. Just do flight control check, which is also set. And on our taxi today, leaving out, we are going to come out. We'll leave Golf 4. We'll follow Golf 4 all the way down to the end of Delta 9, where we'll then turn out. So right turn onto Golf 4, we'll come down Golf, and then swing it round onto Delta. So, cabin crew, prepare the cabin for departure.
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, so parking brake released.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Okay, so we'll bring it all the way down to the end. Get down onto Delta 9, which will then take us to line up for 31 right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 345, with service to Barcelona. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, or a slight flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing through the mask and assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the strap, and hug the cushion to your chest. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
The brakes on. Okay, so parking brake doesn't work with the joystick for some reason. So as we go to our before takeoff checklist, what we can do is we've got a parking brake which will say set. Center fuel pumps are off. De-ice is also off, 29 degrees. Engine instruments are checked along with our flight instruments. We've got takeoff data, V1, V-rotate, and V2, 137, 138, and 147, which is bugged. Leaving out on 312. Once we leave out, we're going to be tracking then inbound onto the 193, onto 4.5 from the airport, onto the 1173 for Marseille, which is 3,500 feet above, max 210. So that's our departure route right now as we leave. So after that, we can get our landing lights, which are on and set. We are all ready to go. So what we can is release the brake, go to 40%. Full pressure on the yoke, and so okay, take off thrust is set. Airspeed 5.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold.
V1 rotate. Positive rate.
You're up. Check. L-nav is engaged. We're going up to max 210 now. As we bun up, following the flight director now. As we low down, we're going to take off 1. We're going to climb 1 in just a few minutes' time. As we
1,000.
1,000 checked. As we're going to climb power now, and we're going to get ready to go on to the 193, which is also set checked. Which brake can be turned off. Gear is off as well now as we start to speed up. Take this left-hand turn now to intercept as we follow the flight director going through flaps 1. As we've got some wind in the vicinity, so just get a bit of trimming. Following back down onto the 193, which is going to come up for us now. Okay, so flaps can go up now. We should check. Okay, so got the autopilot CMDA, which is in now as we roll up. Switch the QNHs back over to standard, which is also set. Tracking now onto the 193, which is going to basically just left the VOR as we train now to the TEG. From the TEG, we're basically going to follow down, take the 229 to the 212 to Mames. Initial climb clearance 4,000, we just climbed through 4,000 as we now got to altitude intervention. As we follow up now to the flight on 250. So engine start switches, runway turn-offs can go off now, engine start switches can go off, which are also checked as it's not bumping. We turn off the seat belts. As we ride up now, just passing 7,500 feet, we're flying at number 75. So 250, we're then going into our climb speed from 10,000 feet. Around to 292 on the target on our cruise, and then coming down to 10. So passing 10,000, we can now turn the landing lights off, which are also checked and set. And now what we can do, guys, is we can go to our takeoff cinematics, so don't forget to
Ladies
like
and
and
gentlemen, we
subscribe.
have now passed
Comments
10,000
down below,
feet.
and
You may
obviously
now
we're
turn
gonna
on
get
your
back
larger
to
portable electronic
ready to come in
devices.
for a
This is
lovely
also a reminder to please keep your
Barcelona
seatbelt fastened
airplane
while you're
for
seated and do
259
not congregate in the galleys or near the
approach.
lavatory.
So I'll see you
This
guys in
aircraft
just a
you wish
second.
to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew has already been released.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
As we are going to get ready now to start descent down to a lovely Barcelona. So, as we need to come down for 10,000 feet, as we can see down on the navigation display, we're 10,000 below, 7,000 above. So, put 10,000 in, which is set. And then VNAV is engaged on VNAV path now. As we come inbound onto our fix on BizBar onto the 245, which is set. What I'll do is I'll quickly show you our arrival in as we come down. So we're going to hit BizBar and then we're going to come down all the way to Clee, which we've got VOR in for. We're going to follow all the way down to the Rubberly, the 443, and then we're going to cut round to the left and then swing around onto the right, which brings us down onto our final approach, all the way down into runway 25 and running 49 SE Yankee. And you can see on our charts
In a few
as well.
moments, we'll be starting our
Yeah.
in-flight service.
Come down
We'll be
onto
serving
247,
complimentary drinks
take
and
that
snacks.
left-hand turn
Please
to
look in your
155,
feedback for our list of
back onto
complimentary and
065,
premium
and
drinks.
then we swing
Premium
round
drinks are
to
available
come
for a small charge.
Tabler
Please note that we
for
only
the
accept credit cards.
255, right. So, we can put the IDS, we've got our Prat. So, we'll wait until we pass Clee as we come around now, just the track inbound onto the 245. We'll go get our forecasting as well for the run. So, we said that we are looking to put it on for 25 and bring it off for 11. Okay. So, on for the descent. Got 150, which is in, so we're going to get our speeds. On for the descent, so 150, 251, 071. 271, putting on the speed brake. Okay, which is checked for 5,000, 265, 023. Okay, which is also set. Transit level 6,000, descending now through flight level 250. We'll slow down to 275 as the speed brakes can start to come in now and we start to descend. Going and get our approach. So for our approach, on for our fuel 546.2, which gives 0.8, so we've got 63.2 down on our fuel. That's going to give us down on the METARs the winds for the runway. I'm currently standing at 21015, so we'll take flaps 30, which is set. Coming in on the wind correction, anything under 10 on a headwind would be 5 plus 5, and then anything over 10 basically divided by 2. So let's just say we've got a headwind and it is 21015, so we'll split that, so that'll be plus 7. Okay, so we'll go get our brake in there as the aircraft starts to get ready to come in. Coming in for 25 right, winds down on 210.15, temperature is currently 27, QNH is 1015, going for flaps 30, we've got 63.2, and we've got a view of add 6, so it wants us to add 6, we can add 6 down, so add a 6 down in, so we've got flaps 30, 146 plus 6 will be a 152. As we come down through 20,000 feet, we've got the orthos in as well now, as we're going to get ready to make that left-hand turn onto the 233. ILS's for when we do come in are the 1095. Okay, which is pre-armed. Pre-armed there. Once we pass clean, then what we can do is we'll plug in the VOR. So the 233 is coming in now. You can't get the speed brakes just partially opened as we make that left-hand turn. Coming in for lovely Barcelona. Passing through flight of 184. Gone to our descent checklist now as we keep the speed brakes in. So for the descent, we've got the ATIS report information which is checked. QNH is 1015, which is also set. 1015 we put on the reserve after. And we get 1015, which can also go in as well. So there's 1015, 1015, which is also set and checked. For the radios, we've got set now coming in for CLE. We've got the 11535 on both, as we've got set. And we are currently 30 nautical miles out. FMC approach speed rev, we've got currently standing, we've got 63.2 coming in on our gross weight, and we're looking for a flaps 30, 146 plus 6, so VREV 30 plus 6, which is going to give us a 152. There's the 1095, we've got the 245 course, so we're going to set the 245 course up. Okay, which is also set and checked. De-icing, we've got anti-ice on, which can go off now, passing through 10 degrees. As we pass 15,004. Landing altitude is checked, 14 feet, so we've got 0 on the landing altitude. Recall, which is clear. And auto brake as required, so on for the auto brake on our landing. We can take any auto brake. So what we'll do is we'll take auto brake number 3. I'll tend to reset past the transition. So transition level 6,000 feet. Once we do come in, keep the speed brakes open just a little bit. As we're going to start our decel down, flight level 100-250 below. Once we leave down through, we're then going to go down to 8,000 and then to 7, so we'll carry on the MCP, bring it down to 7,000 then. Speed brakes can come in. Below 10,000 feet, speed 250 knots, landing lights will be on and passenger signs will be on as well, so passenger signs can go on now, which are set. Auto brake number 2, which is coming in.
Ich darf Sie bitten, dass Sie auf Ihre Plätze zurückkehren.
We've got lovely orthos in today. Coming down into Barcelona, passing through 12,005. VNAV path coming down. You can see on the VNAV, flight path and vertical bearing. So we're just coming down to capture the vertical profile. As you see, vertical speed's going to start lifting. As we need to be for 10,000 feet, passing over through the Addons 543. From there it's going to run us all the way down 233 until we get to the Bravo Lima 443, which is then going to be the fix, which is going to take us onto that left-hand turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
So lovely views, Ortho's in as well, which look
We have
absolutely
begun our
fantastic.
final descent into Barcelona. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the
So
full
it needs to be
upright
between
position. Please also
10,000
store any
below
carry-on
and
items either in the seatback
7,000
pocket
above,
or under the
as you
seat in
can
front
see
of you.
right here.
Please complete all Wi-Fi
Which also
related
sets
tasks
up
and stow any larger electronics.
10,000 to 10 for clean. As we slow down to 250 now, we can get our landing lights which are on and checked. Going down to 240. So we're pretty much going to run down the side and then swing out, ready to come in just over the ocean. So for the approach checklist, once we pass clean, then we can go put Prat's VOR in as well, which will get set currently 8.5 DME out on the 233 with our winds, which are currently 2.2. So go in and get a meter report down on the D-Link. We'll send that off and see what comes back, as we've got time to make adjustments if we need to. Currently 22 knots coming down. Okay, so 210 out 15. Okay, so what we'll do is we will plus 8 it, we'll call it 16, we'll divide it by 2, we'll give it a plus 8, 244, and on the wind direction coming down, it's 210. So for a headwind, anything under 10 knots, we can put plus 5, anything over 10 knots, then pretty much divide by 2 of the headwind. With gusts, it's a little different. So 240, 10,000, we're going to start coming down now, as the aircraft's going to start that descent. On our next fix coming down for our altitude, we're going to leave clean now, which is our initial approach fix, as we come down onto the 247, which is also setting. We're now going to follow in, we can get into Prat's VOR, which is 1143. Okay, which is also set. So we've got our Prat in now, 32 nautical miles, coming in on the 247 as we send through 9,008. Once we leave it out, we are going to be coming in flight level 8,000, so 8,000 feet when we get to Bravo Lima 439. So we'll put 8,000, we've got 7,000 in, so we're fine now until the turn. Passing through 9,005. .015 on the QNH, winds down we've got, and QNH was 1015, so fewer 2,500, which is fine for us. 247 for the 155, so the 155 is going to be that left hand turn where we're going to backtrack onto the 064, which is pretty much going to be, once we make that turn, the 065, and then we're going to spin back around to come down all the way to Tebla, which is our initial fix. As we come round, we're going to basically come down, we get our minimums in as well. It'd be D because we are over, so we're on 5. So now our new speed coming down on the landing, 146 plus 8 is going to be a 154. So we're going to do 246 for a 236 decision. Okay, 246, which is in, which will give us a 236 as our speeds for the categories runs over C. As we just head over now for lovely Barcelona. There's our next decel point in, coming down from 22 below, and then we're going to run down to 220. Passing through 8,000 now, we can clock her down to 4,000 feet. Transition will be 6,000. Temperature's 21. As we're currently following it inbound now, we've got Prat's VOR as well, which is ready for us now. We're coming in on the Clee 1 Whiskey transition, max 220 knots. We're going to decel just before then 22 will be in. We'll let VNAV run down as we don't need to really slow down as much. Then we're going to the 064 outbound to track inbound back for the 245. So we bring the controls over now as we're going to get ready for landing. So as we're coming for the approach, we can now get in the ILSs, which will swing in as we leave outbound. We're going to go to the 064, which is set, passing through 6,007, and for our descent down we are going to be leaving the 245, and that's going to head us down on our start of the glide slope, which is going to be at 2,300 feet. Okay, 2,300 is in. As we come around the bend now, passing 6,000, we can put the QNHs back over now. 10515, which is checked, water brake set for number 3. 240, as we're going to start our decel for 220 knots. So we've got unrestricted speed. Okay, as we come around now, 5,008. Just passing. There's the IDS, which is coming. It's currently 13 nautical miles away from the runway. Tracking outbound now onto the 064. You can see that we've got the Bravo Charlie Alpha for the ILS. Right here, the Bravo Charlie Alpha, the 245, which is also set in and checked, and we can also confirm that as we've got a 109.5 for the 245. Flaps 30, 146 plus 8, which is going to give us a 154. So we'll be coming in nice and hot. So we need to go down to 220 now, which is set. Glide slope is going to be starting at 6.9 DME from the localizer. So we've got some winds now, just a little bit of turbulence. There's 220. So on for the approach checklist, we've got our altimeters which are checked for 1015, we can also set that on the reserve, which is set. After that we've got the localizer frequency, which is the 10950, which is cross-checked on either side. We've got the 245 inbound course for the runway, which is set at 2,300 feet, and at 6.4 DME we are going to intercept the glide slope. Coming down now, speed, we've got flaps 30, 154 for the VREV 30, +8, and we have everything all set down. The flaps will be set 15 gear down once we set for the glide slope. I'll be already configured to come in, so we're holding 5,000 feet as we're now going to start our initial descent down. 8,000, 8,007 to 5,900. As we come down to 5,900, 4,008, and then 191 for Tebler. So as we come around the bend now, we're following 220 on our speed, so we need to come down for 200, which will be our flaps up now. So 200 is in. As we're going to start to decel. We can go into a flaps 1. So flaps 1 can go in, we'll stay in between the middle. As we stay within 200 and 190, we'll stay in between for 189, so we can stay in for 200. As just waiting for the ILS to come back in, we can currently see from Prat we are 21 nautical miles. We're down on a flaps 1, we are currently now inbound. We are just coming up 40 Bravo Limo 419, where we are going to start our decel, so we're down to 200 on our speed. Next will be Tebler for 191. So there's Tebler, which is our initial fix, and we can see it's our initial fix, which is right here. And then we're going to start that descent down at 6.9 DME from the localizer, and that is where we are going to come down, or it will be 8.4 DME from the VOR. So speed brakes are armed, just to double check. There's our decel. Switch the ILS back over now. So you can see now we've got the ILS for the Bravo Charlie Alpha back. That was 2,300 above. Now the aircraft's going to start to descend down as we come down for 2,300, which we've got bugged. Currently 10 DME out from where our glide slope is going to start to come. So, as we are currently inbound, we can keep the localizer on just for now until we come down. Send it through 4,700 feet. Runway is in sight. Currently 14.5. As we get ready to slow down to 191, which is checked, which is practically our flaps 1. We can now start to slow the aircraft down. Once we get out to around 10 DME, we can then go down to flaps 5. And then we can activate the approach once we level off for 2,300. So the aircraft's slowly descending now. as we come in for our landing. So overhead now, we've got landing lights on, we can put our runway turn off switch are checked, runway engine start switches can go into continuous now. Okay, so as we go into a big descent, drop into a flaps 5.
1,000 to go.
I was wondering what was happening just for a moment. There's 3,000 as the aircraft slowly starts to come down now through 2008 as it will level off. So now the glide slope is above and put the approach on. There's a single channel coming as we're going to level for 2003. We're going to come back down for our flaps 5, which will be set 6.4 DME is where we're going to start the descent where the glide slope starts. And we're coming down for 154, which is going to give us probably around about an 800 to 820 foot descent. We've got 246 for 236 on our decision height. As we're slowing down to a flaps 5 now, glide slope is going to start to come to life at any moment. So we're holding now for 2,300, 7.6 DME, we're currently just over 1 DME away now, so we're going to flaps 15, gear down. Okay, engine set. There's a glide slope switched over now, as we start our descent down from around about 800 feet per minute. So on for the landing checklist, go around altitude which is set, runway turn off lights which are on, landing gear is down, 3 green. Flaps are set for flaps 15, engine start switch continues which are set, landing flaps are now going to be set. As we start to follow the glide slope down, so we're holding now 158, and we'll go down to our flaps 30, which is going to be our 154. Okay, so 1008 in, we are fully established and set. So what we can do is we can have some fun with the aircraft, so we'll disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle, and now I have control of the aircraft. So we're looking around 154, around 800 feet per minute. Is a little bit bumpy. Let's try and keep control, just put minor inputs in. Let's try and stay even for the glide slope now. So we'll just lift up, add a little bit more power, just to compensate as the winds are coming in for us. Okay, so we get a bit of trim.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Check. So as we continue on down here, there's a glide slope, 2 red, 2 white. Flaps are fully set now, auto brake is set for number 3.
500.
500 checked. lights approaching. As we take this left-hand turn now to
Ladies and
vacate.
gentlemen, welcome to Barcelona. The local time is 7:30 a.m. and it's currently about 27 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us.
So, as
If
we
you're
go over
making
here
a
now, we
connection,
can
we
get our
encourage you to
landing
check
lights
your
on, which
itinerary
are
to ensure a
checked.
smooth continuation of your journey.
Turn-offs can go on, taxis can go off, engine starts can go off, put our position lights on along with our taxis, and APU can now be set. Okay, which is also set and checked. Flight directors can now be turned off, which are checked. Also throttles off. APU is starting up now, and we are all good to go into the block. So that's it for the arrival, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go into our landing cinematics now, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to join the Discord so you don't miss a flight again, and I'll see you all again for the next available flight on the channel. Have a great weekend and a great evening, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.